Hey y'all, it's Monday, March 26th. I'm your girl, Shawnee C, and you were watching Shawnee C TV, baby. Woo! Let's get it cracking. So, last Wednesday, Sci-Fi premiered their new show, Krypton. Came on 10 o'clock. I didn't actually watch the series premiere because I have a lot of Wednesday night shows, okay? And I didn't know if it was going to be worth me missing one of my shows that I know was going to be good for something that could really potentially just waste my time. So I waited, and over the weekend I did give it a try. It was really a good show. I wouldn't say really because it was only the first episode, but it was a good show, and I am going to give it another try. I'm going to watch it again this week when it comes on Wednesday. It comes on Wednesday nights at 10 o'clock on Sci-Fi. So if you all want to go give it a try, go ahead. You know when it comes on. And the first episode is on demand if you haven't seen it. So the show is about a guy named Seg-El who lives on planet Krypton. It starts off with him when he was younger. He was about like 10 years old, and him and his family basically are witnessing his grandfather is going through a trial. He's being trialed basically as a heretic because he has this belief that there's life beyond the stars and that they aren't the only people in existence. And not only that there's life beyond the stars, that there's a grave threat out there that's going around completely demolishing civilizations. And he was trying to warn Krypton about this threat, and Krypton wasn't trying to hear it. The government of Krypton, they just wasn't trying to hear it. So they told him to put it into his theory and his research and all of that, but he didn't do it. He kept going on about it, and he even had a location out, in the stars somewhere where he was really like trying to prove this theory that life existed outside of Krypton. So the government didn't know where his location was that he was going, but they did find out that he had a secret location. So they decided to execute him, and they stripped his family of their title and their rank, and they basically ended up living with the squatters, like, down with the poor people. So fast forward a couple years, Seg-El is now in his 20s. He's doing what he got to do to provide money for his family so that they can survive and everything. He's, fighting, scamming, I'm not going to say the poor person's way of living, but like just trying to survive. So he's dating this girl named Lita. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing her name wrong, but he's dating this girl. She is like she's like in police camp. She's like trying to be a cop on Krypton and everything, and her mother is like the captain or she's somebody superior within the government in Krypton, and she doesn't approve that her daughter Lita and Seg-El are actually dating because Seg-El has a bad reputation around Krypton, so she's not okay with it whatsoever. But they sneak around. It's kind of like some Romeo Juliet type shit. Like their families aren't okay with them being together, but they sneak around and they do it anyway. They're like star-crossed lovers. So Seg-El, he actually is visited by someone from the future named Adam Strange. Now when I say the future, I'm talking about like our present. So Adam Strange, he goes into the past and he finds Seg-El, and he basically warns him, like he hands him Superman's cape, number one, and he's like, this is the cape of your grandson Kal-El, aka Superman. He is going to be the greatest superhero on Earth, and it is now your duty to save the planet of Krypton from the threat named Brainiac. Now, Brainiac is that threat that I was telling y'all that Seg-El's grandfather, Val-El, was trying to tell the Krypton government about. I know all of these L names is probably confusing y'all, but to give you the rundown again, Seg-El is who the movie is about, Superman's grandfather, and then Val-El is Seg-El's grandfather. Okay? So like I said, Brainiac is the evil person that Val-El was trying to warn Krypton about. He's going around completely demolishing civilizations, like swallowing them up whole, basically. He's fucking crazy. Like, so the guy from the future, Adam Strange, he's trying to warn Seg-El, this is now your job. You need to protect Krypton because what you do potentially can change our future as well. Because really, we don't even know what's going to happen during the show. Like, by the end of the show, it could go completely sideways, and now Superman's never even born. So, I mean, I think the whole theory of the show is actually pretty good, because even though I'm pretty sure they won't go in that way of Superman not being born, because how can you do that? They can really go in any direction. So I'm actually pretty excited to see what the future of the show has to hold. This guy, he's in his 20s. Like, he's never had to fight to save anyone. He's been a squatter. He's been living in the poor city his whole life. He don't really care about these people. He do what he gotta do to survive. I mean, he's not the kind of person that would just leave someone stranded on the street or nothing. Like, he likes to basically say that everyone has value. Like, the little police people that his girlfriend works with, they were messing with some homeless guy on the street in the episode, and Seg-El was like, leave him alone, he's homeless, he wants food, he's not bothering nobody. And then, you know, some stuff happened there. So even though he's not the heroic type of guy, he's also not the kind of person that would just sit there and just let people get fucked with, especially let his whole planet be destroyed by some nigga named Brainiac. So I'm pretty excited for the show and what the show has to offer. I really think all of you guys should go ahead and watch it, especially anyone who loves action stuff or superhero anything. Me personally, I don't really know much about DC whatsoever. I'm a Marvel fan. Marvel all the way. So I do like DC. Like, I watched the DC movies. I did see Justice League. I seen Man of Steel. So I know a little bit about Superman. But it'll just be interesting to watch and go along with the story, as long as you guys hopefully will. Because like I said, I don't know much about DC. So it'll actually be, you know, giving me some insight as well. And I will be giving you a video on the show Krypton every week. Like I said in the beginning of the video, it comes on Wednesday nights on Sci-Fi at 10 o'clock. So hope you guys watch it. I hope you guys come back for another video next week, and we will talk about Krypton again. Thank y'all. Have a good day. Love y'all.